Okay, so I picked Schoology as my thing to look more into. It's a learning management system that's used actually more than I have ever thought in K through 12 and higher ed. So the very first thing that I actually wanted to mention was the name. So I have a friend who actually works in a high school and they use this learning management system. And I remember I said to this person, I was like, "Oh yeah, I have Schoology in my new like ed tech class," and they looked at me and they're like, it's Schoology actually." So I think I just find it funny that they put this right on their website actually because it's so true that people need to see what it's actually said. So a little bit about the learning management system. So it says, and I like kind of looked more into these people. But so it was for college students, and they were the ones who created this at their college. I want to say it was Ohio, but I'm actually not sure about that. So they decided to change that by building a learning management system aligned with like the needs and learning styles of education in the real world, which is, I think it's really true that our whole entire generation is changing now, and the way that we look at school and the way that we look at everything is just different. So this is their values on their homepage, and I looked over them and I thought they were really important to share. So passion is the most powerful engine. So our shared passion for helping instructors and students have the best education experience possible keeps us focused and drives us to work hard every day. There's no success without collaboration, and I kind of want to touch on this a little bit later. So, after all, collaboration is the core of what Schoology is about. We believe that instructors, the students, the parents, the administrators, and the Schoology team are all in this together. Innovation is in our blood. We build products to inspire the innovators in the classroom and in turn inspire the world's most important resource, the innovators of the future. We learn every day, so we strive to stay curious, listen to those who know, learn something each day, and always be open to new ideas. And integrity is our foundation. We stand by our word, our mission, our values, our product, and each other. There may be glitches along the way, but integrity combined with trust and respect gives us the strength to push forward. And I really just liked their values and stuff and the way that everything is set up. So, the look of the actual Schoology website, if you were to compare it to Facebook, it's the exact same thing. Like it has like your profile over on this, your friend requests over here. It's like the exact same thing except for it's online and it's an online learning management system. So like obviously I'm only in one course and this is the only course I've ever actually used this in. Usually I feel like for the U of M it's mostly Canvas or Moodle, and I know they're switching a lot or away from Moodle and more into Canvas now. The one thing that I did like about this learning management system is you can actually download this app onto your phone, and you can have this app through your phone and see everything. So I think that this is a really great thing for all schools. I don't really know much about like the elementary side to everything, but I do know that the high school teachers really appreciate this because I did talk to my friend who was in high school, and I actually have like a quote from them which I thought was really important. So they said, I like it because it does all of the grading for me. It corrects homework every night so I can grade homework for accuracy instead of just completion. It also allows me to communicate to the entire class. And then I know that they mentioned it previously to me, but I wasn't really sure. So, and I said, and you just liked it. Why? Like, I knew it had something to do with grading. So, right, it just doesn't transfer all of the grades from the grade book into Skyward, which is like what a lot of the school districts are using for, like, I know in the Bloomington Public School District where I went to high school and middle school, they had this thing called School View, like where you would look at your grades online and like your lunch account and your whatever, but I think that they have Skyward now. And I don't know if that's the same for the Bloomington district, but I know it is in the specific different district that they're working in, which it was interesting to see that. So they talked about the grading more specifically, and they said that the grading was nice because when they would do, so they're a math teacher, and when they have the specific math equation or question on the homework, they can see, okay, well, I know that this person needs this extra help here and this person needs this extra help here, instead of just being like, oh, okay, you did the homework, it's done and it's checked off. So I just thought that that was really cool that it did that. The one thing that I didn't understand when they were telling me about this was in like their grades and how they set things up, is they have to type in the equation, and that specific equation has to be typed in for the grading to be correct, I guess. So I was like poking and prodding them with questions, asking them, okay, well, how about like if it's math and they type it in this way, is it considered wrong? And they were like, yeah, like it's wrong, it's whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that doesn't really make sense to me, but all in all, they said it was a good management system and they liked it. And they also grew up with me in the Bloomington Public School District, so they were comparing it to like what they know and what they know now, and I think that that was interesting to have. Another thing that I really liked about this specific website was well, I mean, I can only see, well, okay, so they showed me it from their point of view, and it's like completely different in like a teacher aspect versus a student aspect. And so that they were just kind of like going through it with me and just showing me like what was different on theirs and what was different on mine. But so they specifically said they really liked it for getting students' attention. So like they were sick one day, so they sent out a message the night before saying, hey, I'm not going to be in class tomorrow, I'm sick, do this, this, and this. The sub's going to be there guiding you through this, but this is what I want you to do. And that kind of touches on what I wanted to touch on before about there's no success without collaboration. So collaboration is the core of what Schoology is about. So like the parents, the administrators, the students, the instructors, they can all get messages throughout this whole learning management system, which I think is the most important, because being able to be connected with your teachers almost at all times is one of the key things of education now. And I mean, I know like not everybody's going to be looking at something right away, but I just think it's important to keep in mind that collaboration is what education now is kind of all about, and to be able to get the students that involved